My ex-wife's new husband kept driving through my garden, destroying my flowers. I spoke to my ex-wife, but she laughed and said, "Men will be men. My new husband is a real man." One morning, I woke up to find my entire yard trampled and my fence kicked down. Furious, I set a trap. The next night, I heard screaming, and when my ex-wife saw what I had done, she nearly fainted. Flowers, fences, and disrespect. After the divorce, I poured all my pain into rebuilding my life. And that began with my garden. It wasn't just a hobby. That little patch of earth became my sanctuary. A peaceful retreat where I could escape the memories of a failed marriage. Every rose I planted, every vine I trained up the trellis, every stone pathway, they all symbolized the healing I was working toward. My neighbors admired the view. Some even brought their kids to take pictures near the lavender hedge. Then one day, it all began to unravel. I first noticed tire tracks, deep ones, across the corner of my lawn. I thought it was a mistake. Maybe someone had reversed out of the driveway poorly. I patched the grass, reset the brick edging, and moved on. But the next time was worse. Fresh tire tracks, crushed tulips, and a section of my white picket fence splintered. And parked across the street, grinning at me from behind the wheel of a brand new truck, was him, Jake, my ex-wife's new husband, the guy she had cheated with, the guy she claimed was more of a man than I'd ever be. I marched across the road and knocked on their door. My ex-wife, Melissa, answered with a smug smile, arms folded like she was expecting me. "Jake's been driving through my yard," I said bluntly. "He crushed my plants, broke my fence." She laughed, an actual full-body chuckle, and said, "Men will be men. Besides, Jake's a real man. Maybe he's just helping you toughen up." I stared at her in disbelief. "No," I replied coldly. "He's helping me build a case." She rolled her eyes and slammed the door in my face. I wish it ended there. But the next morning, I walked outside and my entire yard was ruined. Everything I'd nurtured for months trampled. My roses shredded, my koi pond cracked and leaking. The new fence posts pulled up. I could still smell the diesel fumes. He had driven straight through the yard like it was a battlefield and he was conquering it. That's when something inside me snapped. They thought I was soft, but they forgot who I used to be. The man. They underestimated Jake and Melissa. Thought I was harmless, a pushover, quiet, polite, and still licking my wounds from the divorce. But before I ever became the mild-mannered man they knew, I was a systems engineer for a private security firm. I specialized in perimeter defense, motion sensors, night vision cameras, silent alerts. I'd walked away from that life after the marriage, hoping to embrace peace over control. But now I was done turning the other cheek. I took a week off work and started reinforcing my property like a fortress. But not obviously.